What?
Close. Well, it says that every time it's a different setup in his app, but for me, I just go to the podcast and hit video.
Yeah.
It's because you keep using your phone.
It's got you muted.
Yeah. God, I wish I had the money to just send him a decent computer.
Right?
Build him one like mine. Be done with that wireless phone, laptop crap.
If my headphones keep it up, I'm gonna have to join on my fucking phone tonight.
Buy me a MacBook. Yeah. That'll be an Apple product. I'll send you the cash, but I'm not going to buy it. I don't buy Apple stuff. Hi, so those who are just joining, we're having
Hey,
technical
it's Chris.
difficulties, so
I can't hear you, but I can see you. It still says your microphone's muted.
yeah, you're muted.
I'm not muted.
There we
There you
go.
are.
Ta-da!
I can see and hear you.
I figured this is the kind of stuff that would happen on Rider Sanctuary. I don't know.
You'd think after six times we'd have it would.
More than.
I don't know. Sorry, I never got to eat, so I'm gonna eat in front of you guys.
You're good. What are you
Okay.
eating? Now that you put a bite in your mouth. Carbs.
Carbs. I'm having some spicy lentil vegetable soup with rice.
Yeah. I miss carbs.
No, you don't. You're fine.
Neil's,
I'll eat some for you.
Thank you. Make sure you get a good share of mine. A MacBook.
Whoa.
Okay. Neil says a MacBook. Okay, Chris is asking for the big buck stuff now. LOL. How's it going, Neil?
Actually, I don't
Neil.
like MacBook. I'm a PC guy, so.
PC Master Race. Neil.
Except for this PC that doesn't work with my headset, so I use my phone.
You have a Bluetooth headset, right?
Mm-hmm. And my laptop has Bluetooth.
But they won't connect.
It connects, but only the ear. The audio, the mic doesn't work. I have no idea why.
So what you're saying is that I need to send you a decent headset and a decent webcam.
I just have to figure out every possible way to connect using the iPhone app. Apparently, I haven't exhausted all the possibilities yet.
All right.
That's okay. I am sitting here holding the power cord into my headset because my battery's dead. And it's like, I thought it was charged, but it's not. And this fucking cord won't stay connected unless I sit here like this and hold the cord in my headset. Otherwise it turns off.
Hey, that's my pose.
Right?
Hello? Am I frozen? That's my statue move.
Oh, yeah.
Neil asks, did you get a haircut? It looks nice.
Oh, yeah, I took it off. I do that from time to time. Thank you.
So, real quick, what was your awesome news that you were going to share that you said you fucked up on?
But then I fucked it up. Okay, well, let's see. 2 Tuesdays ago, I was at my highest at 330.
Yeah.
And 2 days ago, oh shit, I gotta plug this in. Hold on. 2 days ago, I was down 15 pounds. So a week and a half, I lost 15 pounds.
Awesome.
But then I gained a few of them back after last night's podcast. I hope this plugged in. Let me see. I didn't hear a noise.
And then off it goes.
I didn't hear a ba-dung. Come on, ba-dung, ba-dung. I hear a ba-dung.
Is the other side plugged in?
There.
All
I
right.
heard it now. Okay, we're good.
So
anyway,
how much did you gain back?
Shit, it's in my phone.
I know, that's I'm like,
Let me
oh.
see. I was down to 315. I'm 319, so I gained back 4.
Oh, but still, that's not bad.
But this is like my second meal today, and so like it'll be right back off in a day or two. So
Go.
looking good.
Yeah.
Let me run.
Awesome.
Yeah, by
And that's what, 11 pounds.
so
That's
that's
not bad.
still, yeah, 11 pounds in 2 weeks. I'll
Yeah.
take that.
No kidding.
So how you guys doing? Oh, you know what we should do
Hmm.
is have like a running total every week of our cumulative weight
See,
loss
yeah, that's what I was thinking
from our
about.
highest weight to where we are now, or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, we can come up with something like that. Add an image on it.
So how you guys doing at this point? What? How far in are you on keto?
Missing carbs.
This is the start of week 3.
Yeah, this is 2.5 weeks. So, well, 2.5 tomorrow, but
Nice.
so in 3.5 weeks, I can have carbs. I did
I
sign up.
can't.
Yeah, I did sign up for Anytime Fitness today.
Oh,
They
cool.
raised their prices.
Anytime or
No,
Planet
not Anytime.
Planet,
My
Planet.
bad. Planet Fitness. Anytime is the one that bent us over a table without lube.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness will raise their prices to $22.99 or 95, something like that.
Mm,
But that's still
yeah.
like
It's still half of what we're
yeah.
paying for.
we're paying $35 a month each,
Yeah.
and
Well.
for fewer services. And Sam said that again.
Fuckity fuck.
This is gonna be a great show.
I'm
They-
gonna have to switch my phone is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to pull Chris and do it on my phone.
So anywho, I signed up for the black card because I wanted the all the amenities like the massager and the. I'll probably never use the tanning bed because
No.
I don't care about that kind of stuff.
While he was getting a tour of the facility, I was like, "Hey, since I'm here, can I go use the water massage bed?"
Yeah, so she's in there all
So he got a
relaxed.
tour, and I went in and got a massage.
So I figured, I wanted to do the case study of how much muscle mass I can build just doing the stuff I have at home. But in order to achieve what I want to do in October, I need a lot more than what I got. So what I want to do is first thing in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to walk up to Planet Fitness because it's only a 8-minute walk from here. So I'll get my cardio. And then I'll do 3 sets on 6 different machines and then walk back. So it'll probably be about a 40-minute workout. And then I'll get back here about 7:30, have my breakfast, get to work.
Sounds good. That's a good plan. How many? What's your lowest, Michael? What's your lowest day of carbs so far? How many grams? Like
20.
you were at 70 or so last time.
Yeah, 23 was the lowest.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. When was that? Was that this week?
That was Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in some sad shape.
Yeah.
I tell you, it wipes you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, especially because I haven't been giving him any
Electrolytes.
electrolyte mix, and that makes it so much worse when you're not taking the electrolytes
Yeah.
to combat what they
Why
call
haven't-
keto flu.
Why haven't you given him any?
Because she sucks.
Because I'm a slacker and I'm missing one of the.
Fuck.
I'm missing one of the I think
'Cause-
the potassium.
Because I
can't
don't give
find
a
it
rat's
because we need
ass
to
is what
clean-
she's saying.
No, mostly because I'm fucking lazy. Like, and I went in the kitchen and went on the health and fitness shelf yesterday and can't find.
Wait. Why isn't he getting his own damn electrolyte stuff?
I don't know how to make
You'd
it.
have to know how to make it.
And
Oh.
I will forget. There's no. Yeah, that will. I can barely remember to
Okay.
do half the shit that I do during the
All right.
day. If I don't
All
put it
right.
in a sauna,
So-
I'm not going to remember to do it.
So what I do is I make up 5 days worth of electrolyte mix, where all he has to do is add a cup of it to his water bottle.
So he just dry scoops Gatorade.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Emerge, not Gatorade.
Well, I don't know, whatever.
But so if I mix up 5 days, then all he has to shake the bottle up that's in the fridge, add 1 cup of it to whatever water he happens to be drinking, and then he's fine. But I haven't mixed any up recently because I'm missing
Yeah.
one of the powders I discovered yesterday.
Okay.
I have Electromite. Electrolyte Mio. That seems to do pretty good. So
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Sam, how are you doing on yours?
I am doing pretty good. And I went home for 2 days, which is off. Like, I do so bad when I'm in Sterling. It's like I leave Denver, and the first thing I do is stop about 40 miles outside of Denver, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm buying cake. I'm buying
yeah,
like
she
every
calls
other
me
time.
up. I'm getting what was it? Dairy Queen.
Well, that's
I'm like,
hold on, that's part of my story. But
oh, I'm sorry.
every other time I've tried to do keto, the second I start heading home, I stop at the Loves in Hudson and buy myself some cupcakes. And I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. I do what I want. I'll just be a fat kid.
I do what I want.
So
Sounds like you need to work on your self-talk.
Yes.
Hey,
So,
speaking of which.
this last week when I went home, I did not. I did stop at the Loves. I grabbed myself one of the roller hot dogs, which is acceptable on keto, and a Diet Pepsi. And then drove home, and that was fine. The whole 2 days I was home, the only thing I actually did is I did take Airbeth. We went to Sonic because she got her permit, so we went and celebrated, and we each got an ice cream cone, and I got a very small ice cream cone, and I put it
Yeah.
in my Fitness Pal, and I was still under in my carb count, even with the ice
Nice.
cream cone. So,
Nice.
but
And I can't
the
have
next
any ice
day
cream.
I went to Dairy Queen, and all I wanted was fucking Dairy Queen, and I wanted like real Dairy Queen. Like I'm talking, I wanted the burger, the fries, some cheese curds, and a fucking Blizzard. Like I wanted Dairy Queen. And I call Mike up
Okay.
as I'm in the drive-thru. I'm on the phone with Mike. I'm like, Mike, tell me not to get Dairy Queen. You gotta talk me through
down.
this.
Talk me
No,
down
I
off
was.
the roof.
It was more
Tell
of
me
me.
Don't jump. Don't
This-
jump.
Well, it was more of me being pissed. I'm like, if you're going to fucking eat ice cream, I'm walking up to fucking Walmart for cookies.
Right? And so I kept him on the phone with me the whole time while I ordered the girls their food. And I did not buy myself a damn thing from Dairy Queen.
Okay, so before I add my Fireball tonight, my carbs are at 30.
Nice.
I didn't
What
snack
about
for
after?
What's Fireball gonna do to it?
I don't know yet.
Fireball's not as bad as the Drambuie.
No,
though.
yeah, Drambuie's way higher because of the honey.
Oh shit.
So,
That's
I-
going to add. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Post. We are now at home. Nutrition. We are now at 52, which is still half of what I normally have. So
Let's see. So my total weight loss since we started is
Not too bad.
11.6 pounds. In just this week, I lost. Give me a second, because I'm not good at looking at this and knowing. 2. Point. Is that an 8? I need glasses.
me too.
Okay, just this week alone, I've lost 5.4 pounds
Nice.
since I stepped on the scale
Nice.
last Tuesday. 5.4 pounds.
So far total, I'm down
Wow.
12.6. So yeah, we're all doing about 0.6
Yeah.
pounds a day. That's not bad.
Yep.
Nice.
We've lost a small dog.
Hey.
Or a large cat.
Yeah.
Hey, we lost Sabia.
Yeah. A big orange one. Okay, so today's podcast is brought to you by Motivation. This is
Right.
Sam's baby, so she wants to do motivation and self-talk, which we kind of touched base on just a few moments ago about talking herself into not getting curds and ice cream and all that other good junk while I sit at home with my thumb up my ass because I have nothing cool here to eat.
Right?
That's what I was like, all kinds of bent out of shape. I'm like, no, if you get fucking Dairy Queen, that's going to piss me off because I'm going to walk up, I'm going to buy a big box of those cookies. I'm going to sit down and wolf them all. And then probably
like, no.
shit for the next
And
3 days.
You'd probably puke at that point if you would have done that.
Probably. It's been a long time since I've had sugar, so it's been 2.5 weeks. Yeah. I bet
Yeah,
that'd probably
you'd be
tear me
sick.
up. I don't think I'd be able to pound down the whole box. So
So I had to explain to Mike what self-talk meant.
yeah, like self-talk. What the hell is that? Like self-esteem, self-preservation, self-confidence, self-doubt. I know all those, but what the fuck is self-talk, Sam?
Self-talk is how you talk to yourself. And I know that oh, is it gonna shut off? Maybe I'm good. I know that
Yes.
I know that I am super negative to myself. All the time. And how you talk to yourself reflects on yourself. Like, you talk to yourself more than any other person on this planet. And if you are awful to yourself, then that doesn't help you feel better in general, mental health-wise, and like, so I'm really mean to myself, though.
I call myself out on a lot of shit, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Bless
you.
Well, like the my normal videos where
where you troll
I
yourself.
troll myself, yeah. A lot of it's based in truth.
I'll get frustrated with myself, and I'm like, you fat bitch. Like, what the hell are you doing? And sometimes that's motivational, and sometimes I'm like, shut up.
Eating.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eating my feelings.
Right?
Self-talk. I do talk to myself more than anyone else on the planet. It's I think I'm kind of a mixed bag. I'm harder on me than anyone else, but I think I've gotten better in that over the last couple years or so. I'm much more forgiving of myself, and then I actually, I'm like, forgiving isn't even the right word. It's like just you're human. Like relaxed. But yeah.
Uh-oh. I think we lost him.
Yep.
Is helping me more than hurting me, but damn it. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Ish, yes.
There's a little bit of delay from the video to the mic.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard me say? Where am I? Was I talking?
You were.
Did you hear anything?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just start over. So self-talk. God, wait before we go. That's like the third time on my end that I froze up. Let me try. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, while he's doing that, I have somebody ask me what the link is to the stream, so.
I'm like, who are you typing to?
I know it's probably loud as fuck, huh?
Yeah, your keyboard's hella loud.
It's a mechanical keyboard.
I like your keyboard.
Yes, I do.
It always makes me smile. Oh, dude, gone.
Ninja, vanish.
It's funny because on my screen.
Hello.
I hear you, can't see you.
Is there anybody in
wow,
there?
It's really bad. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you? Okay, wait. Now can you see me?
There we go.
There you are.
All right. All right.
So I'm sending him a Logitech C920 and a Corsair RGB headset.
Right?
What was I talking about?
Self-talk. How you talk to yourself.
Self-talk.
There we go.
All right. Sam will edit all this shit out. So, self-talk. Okay. I think I'm better on that today than I was in the past, and noticeably, like I even catch myself being nicer to myself at times, and I think that probably my self-talk is at the point where it's helping me more often, or at least helping me as much as hurting me, maybe more than I hurt myself with it. Although I have my moments. Um,
We all do.
but yeah, I have my fuck it mode. But yeah, I've improved on it a lot the last couple of years. Um, but it's it helped get me where I am today.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm getting better at it. I mean, part of it is just, you know, having that moment where it clicks, where you catch yourself
Yeah.
doing it, and you can kind of detach a little bit, and you're almost like observing yourself from the
Yeah.
side, like, dude, where did that come from? Why are you
You're
being
like,
such
whoa,
an such an
that was
asshole to
mean.
yourself?
Yeah.
Like, calm down, dude. You're not like the worst scummy whatever you just called yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I catch myself more in those moments. I have that little bit of awareness, and so yeah, it's I'm turning it around. I have my good moments now. Um, yeah, that's where I'm at with self-talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm up there. I have.
Right.
Well, actually, I've been doing really good for the past 2.5 weeks. Ever since I started doing this keto thing, I've been like pretty on the Johnny on the spot. But then I've got like pressing things that I want to do at the end of all this. So that's been
Right.
quite the motivator because I don't want to fuck up this photo shoot. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that can
Yeah.
be a pretty strong external motivator there. That calendar you're going to be doing.
yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Well, I gotta pay for this microphone.
So, I have noticed that when I'm doing good, I'm more positive to myself. Like now,
Yeah.
being 2.5 weeks into keto, I'm more encouraging for myself. I'm like, you got this. We've done 2 weeks. You're doing great. Good job.
No.
Whereas when I'm not doing keto and I know, I'm like, you're such a fat cow. What are you doing? Like all the time. I'm so mean to myself. And I'm like,
Right.
dude, you're a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I would never treat another person like that. I would never talk to another human being the way I talk to myself,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like,
Exactly.
never.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine talking to an external person the way the way I talk to myself. And that's not okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wouldn't talk to
Yeah.
somebody else, why the hell am I going to talk to myself that way?
Right. Yeah, that's it exactly.
I talk to myself that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a douche to
Mine are
everybody.
in
Me too. Yeah.
Right.
yeah. I have no filter for myself either. So, and sometimes I say shit that I'll even say out loud. Wow, that even surprised me.
Right.
So what happens when you have no filter.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So I think we talked about, and I can't remember where we talked about it. I don't remember if we talked about it here last week or if we talked about it on the Writer Sanctuary about the ALS ice bucket challenge thing.
Oh yeah, it was
2 days after we talked about it, it popped up on my Facebook memories, and it's like 7 years ago or something like that.
yeah, it was a while ago.
Oh my goodness. I'm watching. How I did it is I set my phone up on a tripod and I backed up to my front porch and Mike dumped the water on me. And I'm like watching myself back up going, oh my God. How did nobody tell you you were that fucking fat? Like, wow. It was off. I'm like, I'm not sharing that with anybody. That's horrible.
Yeah, it was like
We're gonna need some more ice.
yeah.
Right?
Sam's got all these pictures of me back when I'm fat. So like when I start saying I'm fat and blah blah blah, she'll send me, no, this guy's fat, and send me a picture from like 5 years ago. But I've got the whole John Goodman from the '90s Roseanne show thing going on.
And it's funny. I think I need to start doing the same thing to myself, in all honesty, because I start thinking, like, oh my goodness, being super disappointed in myself for putting back on that 40 pounds. And I'm like, oh, and I was super negative to myself about that when I stepped on the scale. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you worked so hard And I'm like yelling at myself in my head. And I'm like, whoa, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I need to start doing the same thing I do to Mike, because looking at that video of me from that long ago, and I was like, damn, girl, you looking good. Like, comparatively, I'm like, hey.
Yeah, it's like that picture that I took on Instagram. And actually, it was the thumbnail for yesterday's show.
Yeah.
Where I see it at my face, I've lost 10 pounds. So. God damn it, little fucking gnat's pissing me off.
Probably the same from one from last night. But yeah, it's just, and that's why I said we can talk about, you know, staying motivated too, because I feel like they kind of go together. And
Yep.
just being motivated and encouraging yourself and encouraging others. And like I said, I'm horrible with willpower, but I knew that Mike and I are doing this together, which is why I called him when I was at Dairy Queen. I was like, because I knew that by calling him, I wasn't actually going to order something, but I would have got this whole mentality of, oh, but he doesn't know won't hurt him. If I would have called, then I would have eaten something. And then he would have found out. He would have found out, because I can't keep a secret to save my fucking life.
It's going to be the $40 in the dryer thing all over again.
Right? Because I can't keep a secret to save my life. And he would have found out and been pissed, and not like really pissed, but he would have been like, fuck this, I'm going to go.
Yeah, I would have been pissed, and then I would have went straight to Church's Chicken. Or Taco Bell.
So.
Or Walmart and get some really bad ice cream and cookies.
Michael is listing all of the places right now.
I know.
What was
But
that? Four? Was that four
see,
things right there?
This is the shit that I'm hitting in 4 weeks, all right? I've got a list of where I'm going.
I'm going to hope that's charged enough so it'll stop.
We got Voodoo Donuts, Panda Express.
Taco Bell.
No, I could really go for some Outback Steakhouse. What was it? Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse. Oh, those rolls.
Rolls.
Man, he was pissed when I fed those rolls to Annika.
I don't care if you bring me meat. I just want rolls. What's funny is that I know that when I lose all this weight in 4 weeks, I'll be down where I want to kind of be. And there's all this stuff that I want to eat, but I know for a fact that there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to swallow all that. Like, I tried to make myself sick on my birthday, and I was really disappointed because, like, I couldn't eat a third of the shit that I bought. It's like, well, it wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's the other thing that I've noticed even recently. So I had got where, in the past few weeks, I'd gotten where I was eating quite a bit. Well, tonight we had 6 ounces of pork chop that I put on the grill for us. So tasty. Good. And like a cup and a half of loaded mashed cauliflower.
Which is a massive step up.
What?
It's a massive step up from the palmini.
Bacon and cheese.
Ooh.
It was pretty good. It wasn't. It's not that I like the cauliflower. Yeah, definitely not. I like the cauliflower rice better, but for potato wise, God, yeah, it slaughters the palmini crap. This shit here. If anybody's watching, I know this is a podcast, but let's see if I can.
Just a second.
I'm gonna turn off the light here so you guys can see this shit here. Avoid at all costs. It's backwards because
made of
palm
it's
hearts. Hearts of palm. And it's
palm,
palmini.
like palm tree.
Yep.
The fruit.
They make it out of coconut palms, and there's a couple other palm trees they use out of it. But they bore out the core of the middle of the palm tree, and then you can make like Sam made spaghetti with the palm heart noodles.
That was good.
That was actually pretty good. You could definitely tell it was wood, but there's a way to soften it. But it still tasted really good. But this shit here is okay. I'm writing a blog post, and it'll be out tomorrow about it's my review of palmini, and I will add the Amazon link because I'm trying to get into the habit of that. But I promise you,
people can taste how bad it is for themselves.
You don't want to try it. The only good point is that it is keto, That's
So
Right.
earlier today, Mike
It was
was
rancid.
being mean to me, and I was like, you know what? I'll feed you palmini for dinner.
Nah,
Don't don't even start. He goes,
it's
I'm like,
it's
you're
in
gonna be
my
mean to me.
office.
I'll feed
Yeah.
it to you for
It's in
dinner.
my
That's what you're having.
it's in my office for a reason. No one's touching that shit. I'm gonna seal it up in my desk drawer. No one will ever see it again.
Right?
Oh my god, I don't know how we're gonna choke it down. Like we keep.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do that recipe that everybody says is so good.
Ugh, I
So
don't see it happening.
Well,
And,
it's like a mashed potatoes, right? So
oh
you
god,
can
no.
load it with. Oh, isn't it supposed to be a mashed?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
it's supposed to be, but it sure as fuck isn't.
So
Oh,
I
well,
have
I mean,
a
you could
recipe that
load
yeah,
it with potato toppings. You know,
Oh.
that's
bacon,
exact.
cheese,
Well,
Uh-huh.
sour cream,
I was telling
salsa,
Sam, like
barbecue sauce.
if we do like a steak, if we take that steak juice and pour it into it,
My hope.
Actually,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, steak, fat, burger, fat, I don't care what it is, but it's got to go into it. It is the worst shit in the world.
I'm, I'm sure you've had worse, but you just can't remember it
Oh
right
God,
now.
no, nope. That's like burned into my memory. And I've eaten see, I've had sushi, I've had bad fish. Ugh. Okay, so I guess I'd be pretty close to rotten
Yeah.
tuna or palmini. I don't know. That's pretty balanced.
I can't believe you ate that tuna out of the fridge like that.
It was a portion size.
I'm shocked that you can still eat tuna, honestly.
Oh, that was that. Well, it took a while. It was bad days. That was some rancid tuna.
We no longer, neither one of us buy canned tuna anymore
No, we do the packets now for single servings.
because canned tuna comes with like 2 or 3 servings in a can. So if you're not going to use it, well, Mike had put it in a Ziploc baggie and put it in the door of the fridge.
Didn't take long for that shit to go south.
And then a few days later, he ate it.
Yeah.
And spent 3 days puking
Oh
his
my
guts
God.
up with food. It was
It's
awful.
food poisoning. Yeah, it was horrid.
And it took him a
So-
long time before he could eat tuna again.
So I don't know.
And now he only buys it in the packets, which is single
Yeah.
serving, sealed up.
Oh, the little pouch. Yeah.
Yeah, the
yeah.
pouches.
There you go.
But yeah, this palmy is not it. It's pretty close to that bad tuna day.
Okay, so
And I'm reading the
so-
reviews on Amazon. I'm thinking, who the fuck is giving this 5 stars? What the hell's wrong with you? One guy who gave it 5 stars says, "Well, it's good on keto and yada yada yada, but it doesn't taste very good." I'm like, "Then why the fuck are you giving it 5
So what do you
stars?"
give it 5 stars?
okay,
Dumbass.
guys. So we've established that palmini is not great. Look for it in tomorrow's blog post.
On
Okay, so I was gonna go
crossingcolorado.com.
over to the
I'm
chat.
gonna-
real quick. You're gonna go to the chat.
I'm gonna go into the chat. Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Diana Brain was. Seems that being overweight is more of a food addiction than anything else. I love food and really don't want to eat less. I also have this psychological issue of not caring for some reason.
Okay, so real quick, yeah, like Chris could probably attest to this. I have an issue with midnight snacking. I'm a stress eater,
Oh God.
and I get that mindset where I say, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna have this 5
Peanut butter.
serving. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this entire jar of fucking peanut butter tonight. And next morning, I get pissed off as all hell to myself for doing that because I knew I shouldn't have. I would have had 3,000 calories less. I will. I'll knock out.
3,000 calories of peanut
Oh,
butter.
fuck yeah! I will knock out a jar of peanut butter. That's my
He'll
weakness.
knock out a Costco jar of peanut butter.
Yeah,
I
bitches.
buy them in a 2-pack for the girls. And he's like,
I'll
we
eat
go
the
to
whole
Costco
damn
like
thing.
3 weeks later, and he goes, "Oh hey,
Yeah,
I
we
owe you
eat
guys
peanut butter.
I'm like, I just bought a 2 fucking pack of Costco like size peanut butter. How the fuck did you eat both of those? Unacceptable, man.
Yeah, it's bad, but yeah, I also get in that fuck up mindset, and I think except for this past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and I don't know why, but it's like as soon as I realized that I wanted to do this for Anna, I wanted to do this photo shoot really bad because she sent me this awesome microphone, expensive microphone, and I want to do something really special for her. And so I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And ever since I got that into my head, I've been doing so much better. And it's stupid as it sounds, but that's apparently that was my catalyst. My phone goes off. So, yeah, but I know Chris is also a stress eater, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll eat for all kinds of occasions, but stress is definitely a big one.
Mazel
Big
tov.
one for me, a big treasure. Right. So yeah, I'll yeah, I think so.
I did laundry. Celebratory breakfast. Woohoo! Cat boxes change.
I don't even understand the last three things you said, but I love how you said it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think anyone who's 300 pounds plus, or morbidly obese or whatever, is we got emotional eating issues where we eat for all kinds of the wrong reasons. Yeah,
That's
stress
one
is
of our
one
topics
for
we're
me.
going to talk about soon. Is food is not
Emotional
feelings.
eating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gosh, let's see. Yeah, and again, it leads some. You're stressed out. Usually, for me, because I work at home, and I will. It's habitual.
Yeah.
The eating thing. Like I will be halfway into whatever I pulled out of the fridge and just started eating, and I'm like, what am I doing here? And I'll backtrack it because it all happens kind of subconsciously or on autopilot, and then it's like, oh, I was stressed, I was supposed to be working or something like that. So yeah, stress is a trigger. Really though, I think what it is there's so many different triggers. It's just that you go to food out of habit and you're not thinking about it. It's just this behavior pattern that you've just, like Michael walking the trail around his backyard through the pumpkin patch, and you've worn a path.
It's all sand now.
Just you don't even have to look where you're going. You just automatically go. So yeah, I've done that for sure. And like Diana mentioned too, in her follow-up comment here, she was saying that she really loves food, but also you don't even want to eat less, and then you end up not even caring for some reason. Yeah, I think that's like it's almost like a reflex. It's like sometimes you eat and then you hate, and then you start the self-talk, and then you're just like, I don't care. It's like kind of borderline depression or something. Yeah, because it's like sometimes it's like you don't even go into the self-hate. You just kind of disconnect it, and you're just kind of whatever.
Well, like I was saying about the second I leave Denver, I'm like, fuck it, I'll do what I want. Nobody can tell me what I can eat. I'm gonna go eat cookies. I'm gonna buy myself a fucking candy bar. And I go crazy. I buy like $20 of shit from the gas station, and then I eat it on my 20-minute or my 2-hour drive home, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then I get in this cycle of being mad at myself, and then I eat because I'm mad at myself, and then I'm mad at myself because I'm being a cow, and then it's like, it's this horrible cycle of just being fat.
So, how many candy bars have you had since we started this?
None. I've done good.
I'll go
I
fucking.
feel really guilty for I feel bad for saying this, Sam, but like when you started going off on your lifting, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I want to see a video of you driving in the car.
Oh my God, it's bad.
I'm gonna do that. And I want to see that.
You really should, because it's bad.
Where'd she go? She left.
I had to turn on the light.
No, I didn't mean right now.
Film in the
I
car.
realized it was getting really dark.
If you're going to the store, get me a cookie.
But it's crazy because I really do. I walk through Love's and I'm just grabbing shit off the fucking shelf. I'm like, ooh, that looks yummy. I need Hostess cupcakes. I hate Hostess cupcakes. Okay, like what the fuck is wrong with me?
It's like me and the
Right.
7-Eleven nachos.
Yeah.
I know I don't want them. I know I'm gonna hate them, but I want them.
I'll buy myself a blueberry cream cheese Danish.
Oh, those.
I'll get a Mountain Dew. I get and a bag of Doritos. Like every time, that's what I get. A package of if they have the orange ones, I like those. So I'll get the orange Hostess cupcakes, in the 2-pack. I get blueberry cheese Danish. I can't even think of the brand, but Mike would know.
Yeah.
You know
I know what you're
talking
talking
about, right?
Oh yeah, and they're good.
They're so good.
The blueberry cream cheese Danish. Oh.
Yeah. I get a Mountain Dew and a bag of Doritos. And if I'm feeling really fuck it, I don't care. What are they gonna do? Ground me? I'm 41 fucking years old. I'll eat whatever the fuck I want. I get gummy bears. And I'm talking, I get a big bag of fucking gummy bears and I eat them until I'm literally ready to puke. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this to yourself? It's not that I even want those things. But I've been on this whole mentality of I'm going to do good, I'm going to do good, I'm going to do good, and I'll do really good while I'm down here. And I think a lot of that is because Mike's an asshole and holds me accountable by being an asshole. I mean, in all honesty.
No.
Because I'll be down here and Mike's like, is that keto? And I'll be like,
I'm really not that bad.
Maybe. But I have that in my mind, and I'll think about things like that. Even when Mike's not doing keto with me, and I'm like, is Mike gonna give me shit for eating this?
Yes.
And so a lot of times I won't. But the second I leave, I'm like, oh, nobody's gonna ask me, nobody's gonna know, and that's the big hang up that I have. And this is where a mild eating disorder comes in because I will hide shit.
Yeah, there you go.
I have nobody to be accountable to but myself at all. I am the only person who gives a damn what I eat. Nobody else. I mean, other people do to be supportive, but in all reality, nobody else really fucking cares what I eat. But I will buy stuff and I'll eat it in the car before I come in the house. Or I will hide it.
And then leave the container out in the car, so it's kind of obvious.
I mean, I'll hide shit. And I'm
Not
like,
very
who
well.
the fuck am I even hiding it from? Nobody cares. I am totally 100% able to.
I do. The
eat.
last 2.5 weeks. Oh yeah, fuck you. You
okay,
buy anything out of the ordinary, I'm gonna punch you in the jaw.
Okay, that's different because we're doing this together. That's what I need. I need some because then I don't.
I will tear out your soul. Bring me Taco Bell.
We all need a diet buddy like Michael.
Right? I mean, he's such a better diet buddy than my cousin Alyssa. Because my cousin Alyssa will be like, how good are you doing when we'll go out to lunch? And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be good. She's like, cool, let's go to Taco Bell, which is one of the places I know that I can't do keto at. And instead of being like, no, I'm actually trying, and if I told her, no, I'm being really, really good, then we find places that we can go and I can be good and she'll encourage me to eat well. But if I'm like, she's going to want to go eat somewhere yummy, be like, no, I'm just trying to eat better and she won't call me out on that.
I will.
And Michael, he's like, bullshit, you are. You're not trying to eat better. You're doing this.
If I can't have carbs, neither can you.
Okay, so how do we...
I'll go all fucking misery on your ass, strap you down on the bed, and hobble you with a fucking axe. You ain't going anywhere.
Okay, a little bit of misery there.
Wow.
I'm your #1 fan.
Oh.
I haven't seen that movie
See that
forever.
foot just go...
Right?
Right?
Where's your Taco Bell now?
Oh, God.
Okay, we're way behind on chat.
All right, guys.
I was gonna say we're way behind on chat.
Let's go into something positive here. There, go to the chat. Go to the chat.
Okay. Okay, we were
okay,
at
so
Jesus.
Neo
psychological.
Soul Rider says, I prefer peanut butter rather than the powder version.
Fucking A.
I'd rather not have peanut butter. I can't read. Logan's in the way.
I'd
She's
rather
interfering.
not have peanut butter than that powder. That's.
Oh, yeah. That powder version's gross.
I don't think I've ever had the powder version, but I have real peanut butter. I do like
I eat
the chocolate peanut butter protein drink that I have from Max Pro is really good.
Oh, yeah, that's yummy.
But I don't think I've ever had the actual powder, except for no. We did peanut butter bars with protein bars a long time ago when we first were doing Lean for Life, and you made those peanut butter bars for me,
Oh.
and we used that peanut butter
use
powder.
the
in it.
peanut butter
Yeah,
powder.
it wasn't completely gross, but yeah, I could see why
It's
you.
gross.
I can see why you'd rather have real peanut butter.
And Dr. Diana Brain says, yes, I'm definitely an emotional eater. I think most of us are, honestly. Unless you're somebody who's like super, super all the time into fitness, I think we're all emotional eaters.
Hey, I feel a lot better when I mean.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the cupcake.
Doc says, it's hard for me to go a day without eating dessert. You know, there are some good desserts that aren't.
Yeah, Fireball.
That is not. There are some good desserts that aren't awful for you.
Fireball. It's only 22 grams.
Fireball is not
3
a
ounces.
dessert.
3 ounces, 22 grams of carbs.
Fireball
Huh?
is
Huh?
not a dessert.
I beg to differ.
Fireball is an entree.
Yeah.
You should not have it for dessert. Come on
Touche.
now.
Touche.
Let's see.
Well played, sir.
Oh, Neo Soul Rider says I'm a stress eater and a boredom eater. Boredom is a huge thing.
Yes.
I remember my mom asking me when I was younger, "Are you actually hungry, or are you just bored?" And I'm
Yep.
like, "I don't know. I'm just gonna eat anyway." Like,
I think every mom has said that to their kid.
right.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think I've
something-
actually said it to mine.
I've
I've said it to
Annika.
myself.
You're
Yeah.
not hungry, you're just
Times.
bored.
Like, are you really
Yeah.
hungry, or
Get back to work,
Are
you
you
badass.
typically when I have to ask myself, "Are you really hungry or you're bored?" I follow it up with, "Drink some fucking water," because a lot of times, a dietitian once told me that a lot of times when you think you're hungry and you've eaten, or like you think you're still hungry, you're probably thirsty.
I actually read that in a couple of science papers or scientific
Yeah.
research papers I quoted recently, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the chat. Let's see.
I think it's that
Oh.
sugar high dopamine hit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just call it stability.
Right? Talk also says, "I know how you feel, Sam. I ate a bunch of chocolate when I saw T-Bag's girlfriend." Yeah, that's like instantly. That's especially a girl go-to. Like, that is a super girl go-to. "I just need some chocolate or some ice cream because I just can't deal with life."
Hey,
You know.
Actually, there's science backing up how chocolate does boost your emotional status.
Yeah.
I've linked to that article as well.
She also says, "I salted that chocolate with my tear." Hey,
Hey.
salted chocolate's awesome.
Chocolate,
Add a
sea
little
salt.
caramel
yeah.
to that. Mhm.
We're horrible.
Right?
We
It's
really
better-
are.
Yeah. Well, it's better than salting it with his blood.
Right. And then Neo says,
That-
"How do we
that's true.
start small with turning self-sabotage into our diet journeys?" That's actually something that
Good
I
question.
have talked to the kids about a lot. In general, with your mental health, with anything you are trying to start new, you have to, first of all, want to do it. You have to have
yeah.
a good reason for doing it. And when I say a good reason, it doesn't have to be like a existential crisis and like a good reason. It
Oh.
has to be something that's good to you.
Yeah, like my
Like-
heart stopped, or that I want to make a calendar.
No, like, I just want a pair of pretty clothes. Most people wouldn't think that's a good reason, but to me, that is a really good reason.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
then you
yeah.
have to be willing to, I don't necessarily want to say fight yourself, because we are talking about positive self-talk, like, but you have to, and when you first start out, whether it be diet, whether it be any kind of journey you're taking within yourself. Some days you have to hold yourself to that minute by minute. I mean, it's not even you have to be on top of it and want it every minute, every second. And eventually you get to a point where it's only like once a day you have to remind yourself, hey, this is what we're doing. Hey, like, and then it'll get a little further. But when you first start out something, especially with something that's really difficult for you, you have to be willing to fight yourself. I mean, in all honesty, because you know how easy it would be for me to be like, I don't want to cook dinner tonight. Oh, last night.
Yeah.
I ran out of time. I didn't want to make dinner.
Well,
I'm like, I just don't have the time to go to the fucking house. I could have easily gone and picked up burgers for Mike and I while I was out running around.
what'd you get?
But instead, I made that choice and I picked us up fuzzy salads, and they were
Okay.
completely keto,
Yeah,
and they were
okay.
good.
Essentially, it was just lettuce, onions, tomatoes, and chicken. At least
Yeah.
mine was. So actually, it was probably way better than what we could have picked up at McDonald's. So
Yeah. But I had to stop, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just pick something up. And then I had to be like, wait, we're still being good. Because Mike wouldn't have said shit if I would have brought him fucking McDonald's. Like, he would be
We're
like,
talking-
hey,
yeah,
I
Taco
thought we
Bell.
were being good. Like,
yep, I wouldn't have said a damn word. It's like,
nope.
okay, well, I guess there's my carbs for the week.
Right?
I'll
But
just
you
drink
have
water
to-
all week long.
You have to be willing to fight for what you want to do. And sometimes, especially people with depression or emotional issues or anxiety, you lose. That 1 minute that you just don't have it in you to put in that fight, you're going to make those poor choices. And since we are talking about weight loss, you're going to eat that chocolate bar. You're going to buy the ice cream. You're going to
Drive all the way
And
up
I-
to Walmart and get a big box of cookies and cupcakes. Oh, my biggest downfall when I gained all my weight was those generic cupcakes. I'd sit them by my
Yeah.
desk and I'd pound those fuckers down. Gone in 3 days.
And you just have to be willing to, and I don't know how to help anybody be willing to. That's the
Yeah.
real big struggle
I'd
that
say
I've
about-
been having recently, is the motivation to, I know what I need to do. I know how to do it.
I'd say about 80% of weight loss is all mental.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh, yeah.
want to lose the weight. You have to want to go on a diet. You have to want to actually work out. So if you talk yourself out of it, you've already failed. You've got to convince yourself that you want this. I gamify everything, so I enjoy a lot of things I do. I haven't been as active as I usually am, which is probably why I gained so much weight over the past year since I moved into this house. But I'm getting back into everything, so I'm pretty excited about it. But I've made that positive choice where, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to do this calendar. I want to see what I looked like as a 200-pound adult. I've never seen that. I haven't seen myself below 200 pounds since I was like 17. So I don't know what I looked like as a skinny guy or buff guy. So I got to. So there's all kinds of things there. I know. I keep making the joke that I want to magic Mike myself, and that's my goal.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what magic miking yourself means exactly, but
Make it turning my
we'll say it's a good thing.
Yeah, resculpting my body to where I could be on that movie if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I could buy and sell Channing Tatum like that. Remember, he's my bitch now.
Okay. All right. Well, Neo, to your question, how do we start small, turning to self-sabotage in our diet journeys? I something that's worked pretty well for me the past what is this, August, 9-10 months, is actually longer than that when I started it, but something that's worked for me is just I start with breakfast. I try to like you follow my blog, right? So
Yeah.
remember, like, I'm trying to do these habits, the daily habits
Yeah.
and stuff, right? So one of the habits that I've pretty well established this past 8, 9, 10 months is having oatmeal for breakfast. Um, so
Yeah,
for
that's a good
me,
meal, actually.
that's kind of like it's almost like that's like my little anchor, you know? Like I've for me at least first thing in the morning, I tend to be in a better head space, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not, 'cause I haven't had like a whole bunch of shit go wrong all day, so I'm not all stressed out, you know. Uh, Assuming I got, somewhat enough rest, so I didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. But, I usually have the most willpower in terms of like the meals throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like breakfast is probably where I'm most likely to be successful, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, I started with just having a small, fairly low calorie breakfast. I do like one, like I actually use a measuring cup, for the oatmeal, and it's like
Yeah.
half a cup, and I
I
I
fucking measure
actually I
everything.
actually I use the peanut butter powder in there because it's got they cut out all like most of the fat, so you drop a lot of calories, but you get the peanut butter flavor. So I do a
Yeah.
spoonful of that, and then I do like just a little handful of fruit, fresh or dried fruit, and it's about 250, 300 calories for breakfast, and it's filling. It's I don't love it. I don't love oatmeal, but I don't hate it.
I
Like I
like
don't hate
oatmeal.
it. Like some people can't stand it, so you
Uh,
got to do you. But like that might be something that you might want to start with. Is at least have a good breakfast that's in, like loaded with calories, maybe, but something that will give you some energy and get you off to a good start. Like for me, one of the benefits I get out of having a lower calorie breakfast is that even if I fuck up at lunch or dinner, at least it balances out because I didn't have like two egg McMuffins and a hash brown,
Yeah.
for breakfast. I didn't have 1,000 calories at breakfast. I only had 250 or 300.
yeah.
So then if I go a little overboard at lunch or dinner, it helps balance it out that way. Plus, I also noticed that when I have this small, light, um, healthy breakfast, I feel good about myself. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel a little bit proud of myself that
Yeah.
that I had a little victory to start my day off, and sometimes that gives you a little boost. It gives you a little momentum, and it makes it that much easier to make another good decision following that up. So
Yeah.
I would
Absolutely.
start. So I would start with something like breakfast. Try to get a reasonably light but enjoyable breakfast, something healthy that fits your diet or your macros or whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
and then at least you can feel good go heading into your day that you started off good. You know.
Well, and going to the chat real quick, I just saw that Dr. Diana said, um, I've started eating fruit for breakfast. It's fast and easy, and I'm so hungry when I get up, I don't even complain. Then I feel good about myself the rest of the day because I made a super healthy choice to
Uh,
start the day. The
bananas.
healthier you eat, the more you realize that most things just taste like junk.
I'm a
I
dumpster.
just can't eat fast food anymore. I also don't have lunch or dinner without vegetables. That's a habit I ingrained. And it's the little things that you can do. One of the things that I
Yeah.
do, speaking of breakfast, is I'm not a breakfast person. I don't like to eat until I've been up like 2 or 3 hours. But
Mm.
what I do every morning is I have a cold brew coffee, whether I go to Dutch or I make it here at the house, depends on my budget for the week. I do a cold brew coffee, two servings of heavy whipping cream, and a protein shake in my coffee. And I do that every day. That is my breakfast. And people are like, oh, don't you need to eat? And I'm like, no, I'm good till about 11 o'clock. I don't need
Yeah.
anything besides that coffee.
That's when I make my protein shakes with the almond milk. It's 187, or no, it's way lower than that. It's 140, 170. No, I lied. I mixed that peptides stuff.
Yeah.
So 100 and
Liar.
yeah, fucking liar. 168 calories is my breakfast. It's 8 ounces of unsweetened chocolate almond milk with a Splenda, and then I dump my protein collagen peptide mix in it, and I'm good until lunch.
Yeah.
But
See,
normally I'm
I
a
think
big fan of like cream of wheat, and if you get the berry mix from Costco, you can turn it purple.
yeah.
Purple cream of
He
wheat's
used to
awesome.
when you know what when we first started this whole diet journey when Mike and I were still together, he used to do that kind of like your oatmeal thing. Is he used to have cream of wheat for
Cream of wheat,
breakfast
yep.
every day.
I like cream of wheat.
So,
I ate
but
that
yeah,
shit for
Chris, I think
years.
that's a really good like start your day. Just start small and celebrate the small victories. I mean,
Yeah.
in all
Yeah.
honesty, like that's a really big thing that you need to remember. It's like you said earlier, be a little more forgiving with yourself. Any
Yeah.
victory
Yeah.
is a victory. Just because, so I started my day and I did great breakfast. Woohoo, yay me. Like I'm good. And then I do good for lunch and I'm like, yes, I did good for lunch. And then I fuck up dinner. And I'm like, oh shit. But you know what?
In
Hey,
epic
the rest of my
proportions.
day was okay. Like,
Yeah.
and I need to acknowledge that. And I think that's helpful because, again, we are all so hard on ourselves. And rather than acknowledge that, hey, I did awesome for breakfast and hey, I did awesome for lunch, all we focus on is, well, I fucked up dinner. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it starts the downward spiral, and you're sitting in front of your computer downing all kinds of random shit.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. You got to cut that one off. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, motivation starts by taking an action that is that is positive. You know, something that moves you in the right direction toward closer to your goals. It makes you feel good. I mean, you feel good when you do something that moves you closer to whatever goal. So if it's weight loss, you know,
Yeah.
starting off that day with a small win, and then it sets you up
There's my
to
win.
kind of the spiral can go upwards too. The spiral doesn't always have to go down.
Go down.
So you can build motivation with just one little step on top of another, and start pulling yourself out of it. And especially if you can make that a habit to start off
Yep.
your day with one little thing, and then you feel good about that, and then that leads. It's like with habits, you can, if you can string habits together like links on a chain. If you just grab the first link and you give it a tug, and then it automatically link number 2, number 3, number
Yeah.
4, the links start building a momentum on their own. So if you can link, you know, cereal to fruit to your multivitamin to your protein shake, whatever, and then if you can build that into, I don't know, maybe another way to link up your habits is like when you're walking to your car, like I don't know if you live in an apartment complex, you could like go a little bit farther, you know, you could walk, you know, you could take the trash out and you get a little more steps that way. Or I mean, it's real easy to kind of link some of these habits together and slip in little positive actions throughout
Things
the day.
like one of the things that we do along that line is we park far away when we go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say that.
all-
That'd
Need
be
the
a
steps
classic
anyway.
example.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That's just one little tiny thing you can do is not drive through and find the closest. Plan on parking way out
Yeah.
when you go to the grocery store. And it's something stupid.
Or
and
when you
simple.
go if you're going to splurge, instead
Yeah.
of doing the drive-through, like park outside and walk in at least.
Yep.
I'm way
Right?
too lazy for that shit, man. I was enough to walk to the car.
I'm going to walk inside and I'm going to get a this. And I'm gonna get that.
Right?
I want half your fucking menu. Just once I'd like to say that.
Right?
What can I get you for you? Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you like? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. We're saying all the wrong things. Let's bring it back. Let's go. Someone,
Well-
Michael, go to the chat. Rescue us.
Actually, Sam's done quite a bit. So, but I eat a ton of carbs from Diana. Yeah, I eat. Well, I am the carb master. So
Right.
I'm on keto, and I still can't get below 50.
hilarious.
This was all carbs.
Yeah.
All carbs, and I'm losing weight. You know, you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It
but
can be done.
even though I cut, which is like stupid because like a few days ago I hit 119 grams of carbs. And that was actually while eating on keto. And I was actually eating on keto, and all I could think to myself is, how many fucking carbs was I eating before?
Right?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus. So-
119.
Yeah, I hit it pretty high. Sometimes it happens. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. So
I don't
there
know.
you go. I hope I answered your question.
In the chat, Neo Silver says, any tips for workouts?
Anything
You
that
know-
gets your heart going,
Anything that gets you moving. I mean,
anything you like,
especially,
you have to enjoy it. Because if
if
you don't like
it,
yeah,
it's not gonna. It's a chore.
if you
The
don't,
chore sucks.
yeah, if you don't enjoy the workout, then yeah, you're not going to, you are less likely to continue doing it, which is why so many people have DVD workouts in the closet collecting dust, or that old bicycle treadmill thing, whatever the fuck it is that your grandma has that no one's touched in about 30 or 40 years. Or let's see, there's a weight bench Brian had that he didn't touch for like months. It sat in his garage. Like, so if you don't find something that engages your mind and keeps you active and that you really thoroughly enjoy, you're not going to keep doing it. I mean, you'll come out great for about 2 or 3 months, but that's it. You're going to start thinking, oh, this is so boring. Or you'll think to yourself, oh, I really don't want to. As soon as you get that mentality that I don't want to, it's over. You
Yeah.
got to find something that you enjoy doing. A lot of people love to run. I love playing the Xbox. I play it all the time. I love to swim. If I had a swimming pool, I'd be in it all
I
fucking
love
day.
to swim.
Um,
Yeah, I would swim a lot. If I
and
had
swimming is one of the
access.
best cardio exercises you'll ever do. And you just got to find something that you really thoroughly enjoy that that works up a sweat. There's my rant.
Well, yeah, that's good. Just for workouts. Let's see, what could I add to that? Neo, you're a busy mom, so I would recommend that, or I would. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that there are times that you think about exercising, but you don't do it because you feel tired or you feel like I don't have enough time. I only have, a few minutes or something like that, right? So I would try and sneak in, like literally try to do like a 1-minute workout.
I don't know, can you
And
do a
the
1 minute
reason
workout?
the reason I say that is because, I mean, as silly as it sounds, like it's real easy to talk yourself out of a 20-minute workout
Mhm.
or a trip to the gym. Like anyone can do, 5
Kinda like-
push-ups.
kind of like
Yeah.
like going into the kitchen. You're standing at the counter. You might as well do some incline push-ups while you're waiting for the microwave to be done.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. I literally do that. I literally do.
Yeah.
And then once I've done it the first time, like the first 10 or 20
Then
or
it-
whatever, it's
then you
real
just-
easy to
it becomes a
transition
habit.
into something else.
Well, for me, it becomes
Yeah.
a habit.
You know?
Then every time I go in there to get to something in the microwave, I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah,
was in
the other
LA.
thing-
So
Being a busy mom with somebody with small kids, this is my best friend Ashley is not only a stay-at-home mom, but she does daycare in her house, and she does do like the 1-minute thing. So she'll do things like, oh, I'm gonna power pick up toys, like instead of just you're going through the house. So she'll take like 2 minutes and be like, okay, for these 2 minutes, I'm gonna go through and pick up every toy that I can, and just like it's silly, but she's getting her
she's-
heart rate up.
she's gamifying it.
moving,
Counts.
yeah,
and she's like,
Oh.
and I was like, that's actually awesome. She's like, I just don't get enough movement in my day. I spend so much time sitting here on my couch with all these kids because they're all little. She tries to go to the park and stuff like that. But that's a great idea. Is
well,
because
I've
you're
like,
right.
yeah, well,
that
go ahead.
20 minutes is too much. I don't have 20 minutes in my life, but I got to pick up toys anyway. I got to do this anyway. You might as well make it
Well,
a little more active.
It's like the case study they have going on across in Colorado right now, and I think I have the spreadsheet embedded onto a page of calorie burn per calorie burn per activity. And what I'll do is I'll set a 20-minute timer, and then I will clean as fast and as hard as I possibly can to see how high I can get my heart rate up.
Hmm.
And then I'll record the data in a spreadsheet because that's what's fun for me. I'm a bit of a dork. Yeah. I need a pocket protector.
Yes.
but uh but it's fun. I try to see how high can I get my heart rate today. And so I will grind out as hard as I possibly can that 20-minute cleaning session just to see if I can how much of a sweat I can build up. I got a Fitbit going so I know how high my heart rate goes. And so that's a game to me. I enjoy doing that. I'm a dork. But on the days I do it, my house is pretty clean. And I have fun doing
Right.
it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it makes it less of a chore. We used to do that.
Yeah. 20 minutes
Mike
clean.
started that at the house before he left, where we'd all set the timer, 20 minutes of cleaning every day, and you'd be shocked. And like,
you'd be
you
impressed
get
with
to
how
the
much you
end
can
of the
do,
week,
yeah.
and you're like, now what are we gonna do for 20 fucking minutes? Because it's all clean. Like,
Yeah, there was times where like, well, shit.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
So there, yeah. So Neo, start super small, like ridiculously small. That it's like it would be silly to talk yourself out of it because like anyone could do 10 seconds of exercise or something.
And it
'Cause,
has to be
you know,
something realistic. You can't say, well, I'm going to get up
Or-
off the couch and go to the bathroom because you're going to do that anyway, unless you're going to piss on the couch.
Yes. So good thing Michael mentioned that. I was just gonna say that.
That's what I'm here
But,
for, baby.
yeah, I mean, start ridiculously small so you won't talk yourself out of it, and because it's very easy. The point of these little micro habits that you're trying to start, it's hard to start a full blown habit, but the point of like a little micro habit is that you're just overcoming that resistance. You know, in your mind, when you're having this conversation, at least this is what I do. It's like, oh, should I do this or should I not do that? You know, like with washing dishes. I'll be like,
Yeah.
should I wash the dishes? And it's like, I got the whole sink full of dishes. I don't want to wash all those. Plus, I got a dish rack. I got to put those away first. And I don't feel like doing all that. And I talk myself right out of it.
Yeah.
But if I say, well, should I put away one plate? I'll do that. And then by the time I put away one plate, I'm like, well, there's two more plates and they stack right on top of each other.
See,
So
and
I'm
you're-
like, might as well put away all three
Yeah,
plates.
see?
And then,
You've-
you know, once I overcome that hesitation, that little speed bump, I just start picking up momentum. And next thing you know, I put away the dishes. And, and then here's another thing. And then sometimes I won't even wash all the dishes because that's another thing, right? Oh, I got to wash a whole sink of dishes because my dad always told me if you're going to do it right, do the whole thing or don't be half-assed or whatever. And it's like, no, being half-assed is totally fine because
Yeah.
like I'll wash three. I tell myself, I can't. Oh God. Okay, my habits, my daily habits thing on my blog. I'm trying to do like all these habits, right? I cannot tell you how many times in the last 6 months, whatever, I have told myself I'm going to do it half-assed. Like at night and I'm tired and I'm in bed. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't brush my teeth, and I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna brush should I brush my teeth for 2 full minutes, top, bottom, side? I'll tell myself, no, I'm gonna do it half-assed. I'm gonna brush 3 of my teeth, and I'm gonna do a half-assed job of it. And you know, I mean, it's goofy, but it sometimes works, and it's like I'll do it, and then of course you keep going
That's
with
right,
it.
yeah. So we call
You
that
know?
the Forrest Gump thing, the Forrest Gump technique. I've gone this far,
Forrest
might
Gump?
as well keep going. Yeah.
God, I don't even remember that now.
When he
I have to go
runs-
watch Forrest Gump again.
When they ask him why he keeps running back and forth from ocean to ocean, he says, I don't know. I've gone this far, might as well keep going.
So there you go. Yeah. So I mean, if you get into that little habit of just like,
I thought it was funny.
just
Fuck
do
you guys.
this much. No, it was good. If you just do this much though, you overcome the resistance is all you're doing. You're just playing a little trick on your brain, and then it's very easy for it to snowball and pick up a momentum. And then you're gonna have times where you don't do that. You know, you're gonna say, "Oh well, should I just half-ass it?" And you're like, "No, I ain't gonna half-ass it. I'm just gonna skip it," and that's okay too. It's like, Sam. That was my Sam. But no, you don't half-ass it. You know, it's oh shit. Did I freeze up? Am I gone? Hello?
No,
Can you
you're
hear me?
fine. I was gone. I was completely gone. My Discord crashed. Everything. So I did not
Okay,
get to
so-
hear a damn word of your whole entire story. You started talking
Oh,
and just
You would have loved
whew,
it.
gone. I know, and I can't hear Mike at all.
Yeah, I
I-
don't hear him either.
I don't.
That's
hear you.
because I was muted.
It's because you were muted because you were choking on your fireball.
No, I was
At least
typing
you
to
gotta
Neo.
hear.
I was typing to Neo. I got to hear everything, but I had no idea Sam was gone.
Okay.
That's
I
Yeah.
didn't either.
brilliant.
So anyway, wherever
Anyway.
we were, there you go. Back to
I-
the chat.
Yeah. So that was the tips for workouts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, what are some workouts or movements you think I would like? I don't know.
Naked workout. Take a break while you're working naked. Do a naked workout, Diana.
I would be so
Oh.
afraid to do that shit.
I'm not Michael.
Right.
Yeah, it's like cooking naked. Why the hell would I do that? It's like
Right.
splattering grease? No, fuck you. Not gonna happen. At least
Oh.
wear an apron.
Neo Soul Rider says going to the toilet doesn't count as a micro workout. Check. LOL. Hey, if you're trying to beat a toddler to the bathroom, it counts. I'm
Or
telling you.
hey, here's a way to make a micro workout. Check this out. This is how good I fucking am. If you have more than one bathroom in the house, use the furthest one. Huh?
There
Huh?
you go.
Ah.
Yeah, like in my case, it would be
Might as
downstairs
well
and
go
back
to
the other
furthest
direction.
one.
Well, like the bathroom downstairs is Dan's bathroom, so I would have to go across my house, down the stairs, and then across back because it's over on this side of the house. So I'd have to go like the super long way to go to the bathroom. But that's his bathroom. I wouldn't do that anyway. But still, if you have another bathroom, use the furthest one. Or better yet, if
Hey,
you have
Dan,
to go
don't mind
pee,
me. I'll be in and out real quick.
yeah. Well, if you have to pee, go to the gas station. Depends on the gas station. There's been a few. We had this discussion before.
We had a discussion last night. Nope.
There's been a few that you really don't want to visit. But there's all kinds of ways to make micro workouts out of anything. I'm creative like that. I can come up with some shit.
But okay, so I know I missed most of what you said, Chris, about the little bit of things, and
Uh-huh.
but I'm the same way. I'll be like, I can talk myself out of anything. But the second I get up and I cleaned Mike's kitchen the other night on a Friday night while you guys were doing the podcast because I was listening to you guys, but I was bored. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do besides listen to you guys? Like I had nothing else to do. I was like, oh, I could probably go load the dishwasher. So I go in, I load the dishwasher, and I'm like, oh shit, these pans need washed. Oh, I'll just wash them real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing I know, I scrubbed down
I-
all the fucking counters.
I come home, I walk in the
He walks
kitchen, and it's
out of the-
spotless. Like, wow, somebody
Okay,
had a
guys.
wild hair up their ass.
Next week's podcast is at my house.
Yeah, Chris and I will go for a walk, and then Sam will get bored in your kitchen.
And it's
Wow.
funny because I don't very often, but I was like, I need to. What it started it is I needed to wash my coffee cup for work because I put protein shake in there, and if I don't wash it,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking scrub it
That
out.
gets horrid. Oh, protein.
I
Yeah.
just realized I
remembered
didn't.
something.
I didn't wash my thermos from 2 days ago. God damn it.
That's going to be rancid, too.
That's exactly. So if I don't wash it, it gets so gross, and then it has to go in the dishwasher. Because, for example, this week I didn't wash it one day, and I just kind of washed it out so I could use it the next day. But so all week it's been this progressive, and I've washed it, but now it has to go in the dishwasher. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. My 2 days off, that cup has to go in the dishwasher because I go to take a drink of coffee, and I'm like,
Had so much
Stinks.
age protein in it, it was growing a new life form.
right?
It's a petri dish at this point.
But yeah,
I'm
so
cloning.
I will do that all the time. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, just go do part of it. Just get just this little bit done. And then before I know it, I've done the entire thing. And I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad. But it's, hey, Mike, your glass is empty.
I know it is. It won't be for very long.
That's the third time I've seen you pick it up and be like,
Oh shit! You should see it when I'm working. Like when I drink my coffee all the way, I will hit this coffee mug 7 or 8 times before it goes in my head. Like, hey, it's empty, you idiot. So I go up and go make some more. But yeah, I'll sit there, try to tap it, and I know it's empty. Apparently not because I keep doing it. So
Another thing that's super important that I'm really bad about in weight loss is remembering to drink water.
I
Oh.
actually no. I have my water bottle that sits right next to my desk. It has 3 cups worth, and I fill it up with a meal. What I normally do is I'll drink the shit out of coffee, but lately at noon I will switch from coffee to my water, and it'll be sitting right here next to my desk. Sometimes I'll have it sitting up here next to me on my mouse pad because I have one of those super large mouse pads, and it's come to the habit now to where I will drink 3 of those a day. So
I
I'm
would
really
have
good at
probably
it.
lost a lot more weight in these last 2 weeks, but I barely drink 40 ounces of water a day in the last 2 weeks, and I normally try and drink like a gallon.
Fuck, I think I drink
And
40 hours the past hour.
yeah, so I've been doing really bad.
40 ounces in the past hour. What did I
Yeah,
say?
there you go.
Did I say hours? I drank
Yes,
40
you
hours the
did.
past hour. Time for another drink.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Okay, real quick with
Well,
chat. I used to
what
make
would
my own protein. Hold on. This one got piqued my interest. I used to make my own protein drinks with egg whites, half a dozen banana coffee, and peanut butter, 1 tablespoon. Awesome, Neo. I finished 86 ounces of water today. Started the since 6 this morning. That's what I'm
That's
talking about.
awesome.
So,
nice.
sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to get that in.
No, that's fine. No, that's good.
I'm gonna get
Man,
a
that
drink.
protein drink sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Oh. Wait. I was saying something.
Yes,
What was I
you were.
saying?
I don't know.
Michael, and he left, of course.
And he left. He's walking right here. He's right here.
What was I saying? I don't. Oh no, Sam, you were talking about how you struggle to get in water. So like,
Yeah.
we got to come up with some actionable tips. Like with going with that the links on the chain kind of thing. Like if you want to make a habit of drinking water, maybe you could link drinking water to something that you already do as a habit, or that you already,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I do
Like
know what you mean.
like if you could start drinking water with a meal, or I don't know, like how could we do that? When do you normally drink water?
So what I was doing is I have a 40-ounce water bottle at work. And then I also
Okay.
have a 40-ounce, I bought a 40-ounce bottle for here at the house with a straw. Because if I have a straw, I board drink. Like I'll just sit there and
Ah,
drink that like it's nothing. When I'm sitting here, like I had it last week. It's out in my car right now because I took it to work the other day. Um, I had it last week and I drank a whole one on our show last week. But what I had been doing is I was trying to make my goal of drinking one of my water bottles at work each day and one here. Like that was my starting small, which doesn't get me my gallon of water, but it's better than I had been doing. Well, recently I've just been so busy at work, I forget to fill up my water bottle when I get into work. That is because I'll drink it if I have
mm,
it. If I have
mm,
a full water bottle with me while I'm working, I'll drink the entire thing. What I've
mm.
gotten out of the habit of is filling it up when I get into work. And that's what I need to figure out figure out how to add that to my routine of filling it up before I start my day.
So you fill it up at work, when you come into work
Yeah, we
first
have
thing,
filtered
and
water and ice at work.
okay, but sometimes did you say you forget to fill it up, or you fill it up but you forget to drink it,
No, I
or
forget to fill it up. So I'll just go, okay, so I work gates at work. So I have my phone and I'll get an assignment on my work phone. And then I'm like, that gate's not anywhere near a break room. I'll go after this flight. I'll go meet this one and then I'll go fill up my water. And then I spend the rest of the day forgetting that I didn't fill up my water bottle. So I need to start when I first get into work, going to a break room. We have like 8 of them throughout the both concourses that I work.
Yeah.
Just stopping in and filling up my water bottle real quick.
See, that's for me. It's habit. As soon as
Yeah.
I have my lunch, first thing I do is I fill up my water bottle, and then I will tap that while I'm working. I don't even think about it. I'll just reach down, grab it, and just keep going.
And if I remember to fill up my water bottle when I get here to the house after work, I'll drink that whole water bottle while I'm sitting here at my desk, or I'll take it in Mike's office if I'm in there talking to him, and I'll drink that. I just need, so the habit that I need to work on developing is filling up my bottles.
And do you go to the break room first thing every time when you go to work?
No,
'Cause that's
see,
where you fill it up, right?
Yeah, that's what I haven't been doing, and I haven't been stopping in a break room. And a lot of that has to do with I haven't been taking a lunch that needs put in the fridge.
I was gonna say that there's got to be
Yeah.
a reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I take a
Do
lunch
you-
that needs to go in the fridge, I put my stuff in the fridge, I fill up my water bottle, and then I go to my gate. Well, the last
Okay.
2 weeks, the lunches that I've been grabbing, I haven't needed to put in the fridge.
So what if we could bypass the
It's
break
just
room?
fucked up.
Then, do you bring your water bottle from home or do you leave it at work?
I leave it in the car.
Ah, okay. I was gonna say because if you were to fill your water because now are you prepping a meal before work every day?
Yeah. I
Oh,
grab
so
something
what if-
every morning.
What if you tied filling your water bottle to that, and you fill it at home,
Oh. I'd
and
have,
then you just
as
bring it
long
with
as-
you?
Yeah, as long as I remember to bring it in the house every day, then I could do that.
That's right, but you leave it in your car sometimes.
Because every day.
That's
I don't ever
okay.
bring it inside. I only bring it inside if I have to bring it in and wash it. Because it can't go in the
Ah.
dishwasher, so I wash it at work
Uh-huh.
all the time. Because I have my work backpack, and I keep my work
okay.
backpack in my car.
Okay.
I never bring it inside.
Do you have dirty dishes from your lunch that you bring home?
Yeah. And she brings them in like
Those-
3 weeks later.
Those are I wash
They
them. I
ferment.
have started
She's
washing
growing
them at work.
shit in her car,
No,
and she
I
brings
have
them
started
in.
washing them at work. I wash them at work
Yeah.
because I know that I'll leave them in the car, then I just throw them away. I just like secretly, I'm like, oh, that's got to go in the trash. So I've started. We have dish soap in the break rooms, so I eat my lunch and then I wash whatever container I had, and then I put the empty containers in my backpack, and then I get to the house and come inside, and then the next morning I go to put my lunch in the backpack and go, oh shit, and throw it in the back seat.
Yeah.
The,
And there
the
it
ones from
sits.
yesterday.
And there it sits
So
for
right
fucking
now
ever.
I have like
Yeah.
6 Snapware containers in the back seat of my car.
And then she brings them in like, can you wash these?
They're clean.
So,
They're clean this time though.
So did you clean out that applesauce that you were supposed to clean out? No,
Ooh, that
you
apricot. Ooh,
No.
no.
I did a week later.
Thanks for that.
You guys suck.
I would have just thrown it away.
I'm gonna kick y'all out of my fucking house, man. There was vegetables sitting on next to my freaking door for a week and a half. I had it. I was done with looking at them. I brought the bag over to Sam. I said, "You want to keep these or not?" I look in, and some of them are starting to get moldy. Like, nope. Okay,
I said, no, go
compost
put 'em in
pile.
the compost pile.
You don't leave shit up. That is not a catch-all table. It's not a vegetable table. It's not even a cat table, though she thinks it is.
She thinks it's a cat table.
No, everybody just like throws random. Anyway, I screwed myself real quick. I was drinking Fireball tonight, and I accidentally switched to Drambuie.
Oh. Yeah.
Where's your
better
carbs
crack
at now?
that. Way high.
Did you put
way
it?
high.
Did you put in your fitness pal yet?
Yep, I did.
Where you at?
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
what
I don't
number?
know. Way high. Probably not as high as everything's, but
Let's see where Michael's
It's gonna
at.
be high.
high enough. Oops, shit. I am at nutrition 70, so I'm still lower than I normally am. So actually, I ate fairly well today, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Okay, good.
I was trying
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm not out of hand. I don't consider out of hand until I hit over 90, and at that point, I'll still lose weight, but not nearly
Not
as fast.
much. Yeah.
And it's still a hell of a lot lower than what I normally eat. So I'm good. And since I'm
was
starting the gym tomorrow
trying to-
morning, I think it's all going to work out for the best.
I was trying to pull it up and look at it, but now my fitness pal is just circly spinning.
You broke it.
Circling spinning. Oh God. All right. Well, what do you guys have in your notes? Any more topics for the motivation thing? I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't write anything down.
We
I didn't
didn't.
either.
We didn't either.
Oh.
We're winging it tonight.
Well, hey,
Stop.
let's talk. How about what do you guys think about internal motivators versus external? Like
motivating yourself
you know.
versus somebody else motivating you.
yeah, something like that. Kind
Like
of thing. Or
Sam-
like Michael's got the calendar shoot, so that's an external kind of motivator, or even like positive motivators versus negative motivators, like something that pulls you in a positive thing because you're happy about it versus something that pushes you from behind out of like fear or out
Or
of
like,
I don't know, just disgust.
Like a positive thing is that I want to do this photo shoot. That's positive because I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
A negative thing would
Yeah.
be if you're trying to impress someone, they're calling you a fat ass.
Right?
So now you're losing weight to prove them wrong. So actually, I'm all about spite, so that's not a good example for me.
Well, but it is for
Well,
some people.
I mean,
I'm a spiteful,
What I-
vengeful
what I-
person.
what I always say is whatever motivates you. So like, what
Oh.
kind of stuff do you
Revenge.
guys tend to revenge? I mean, fuck you, fat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose.
No,
Burn.
revenge.
Burn, fucker.
What is it? It's that saying where the best revenge is living well. I think every pound that I lose is revenge against my first ex. Even though I have no interest in her at all, but it's more of I carry a grudge like you wouldn't fucking believe. I'll tell you, a lot of spite I sent in you. So I'll do certain shit just out of spite and revenge. And I'm happy that way.
Hey, it's motivating for him, whatever.
That's a
works.
motivator.
There you go.
Well, okay. Here's
Fuck you, you whore.
Right. I have a positive one. Like, I would like to be healthy for, that's super motivating. I'd like to be healthy and be a good role model for my girls. My negative motivator that is super motivating is I don't want to be the fat friend. That's a total bitch move, but I don't want to be the fat friend.
Oh yeah, you talked about that last week when you were like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be the
Yeah.
fat friend because Shelly's gonna get married and.
And I don't want to be the fat
Yeah.
friend. I'm super supportive of her losing weight, but I am not super supportive of her being skinnier than me. Like,
See?
so that's motivation for me when she starts telling me, she's like, "Oh, I'm back to losing a little bit of weight," and I was like, "Oh shit, gotta jump on that bandwagon because I'm not gonna be the fat friend." Like,
I just had a thought. Are you calling me a catty bitch? Because I'm doing it too. All right.
in all honesty, I think you're right, Chris. Whatever motivates you,
Be
and
the Housewives of Denver. I don't know if I can tie my shirt that way though. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think you needed that second drink.
I actually only poured 2 ounces, so it's not too bad. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm like hyper, so
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh my God.
Real quick, I was about to say, let's go to chat. Someone says almond milk is great, and then I realized it was me. Well, crossing Colorado, you're correct. Almond milk is great. I like it. I love milk, but I have to drink almond milk because of my psoriasis. Otherwise, the lactose in the milk causes me to blister up and shit. So I do have a medical reason why I need to drink almond milk. It's not because I'm some yuppie hippie who wants to save the planet and doesn't want to touch animals because he's vegan. No, I'm carnivorous.
Don't even start. Don't even start. Like, it's not a good ramp to get Mike on.
God has given you 2 types of teeth for a reason.
It's like, oh, Mike's not on Facebook. So
I'm
a
not.
couple of years ago, there was this Facebook meme and it says, "There's an angel," and God walks up to the angel. He's like, "What are they doing down there?" And the angel goes, "Making milk from almonds." And God goes, "I gave them like 8 types of animals for that reason." And the angel looks at God and goes, "They don't like that milk." God grumbles, flips the table. "They don't like that milk," and walks away. Erebeth and I about peed ourselves. So it came up on my memories, and I re-tagged her on it. Every once in a while, Michael will buy almond milk, and I'll look at him and be like, "They don't like
Yeah,
that
it's now a running joke in the house now. We say it all the time. I don't like that milk. I can't drink that milk.
Almonds don't have titties.
Yeah,
milk."
right?
Right?
How you milking an almond? Very,
Lies.
very carefully. Or coconuts. Well, coconut milk. Okay, you're gonna get
Yeah.
coconut milk. Okay. Oatmeal milk. There you go. Oat milk.
Oat milk.
How the?
What'd you get?
Where the hell are you getting the oat milk from? That one blows me away because that shit's dry. Like at least with an almond has a little bit of moisture to it. It's a nut. Technically, it's a fruit, so there's a little bit of moisture in it. But oat doesn't. So I don't know how the hell you're making milk out of oat. Do you like just throw it in a bucket and churn it with a bunch of fucking water or something? Like just drain it through?
Yes.
Hey,
Actually,
it's
yes.
water and oat. Oh, hey, nope. That's milk, buddy. We could package that shit and sell it, and everybody will buy it up. There's sometimes I want to know what runs through the minds of marketers when they're coming up with shit. Because, like, who looks at a palm tree and says, "You know what? I bet we can make mashed potatoes out of that." Better yet, though, there was somebody at that company that said, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And then you have, and well, I'm not done. Then you have the quality assurance people who are testing this shit as it's coming off the assembly line. Somebody had to take a spoon, scoop it into that, taste it, and said, "Perfect." No. No.
Well, in the chat, Neo Soul Rider just said, "Fuck you, Michael."
She did not
I mean,
fire.
That wasn't; those weren't her exact words, but I mean, rough translation.
Cashew milk is creamier with 35 calories. I just prefer almond. I haven't had cashew milk. I have.
You haven't tried cashew milk?
I kind of like the oat milk when
Cashew
it's
milk's pretty
made
good.
with certain things, like the oat milk with some of the protein powders they make is actually pretty good. The almond milk, I'm a big fan of. I've never tried cashews though.
Yeah, cashew is creamy. It's
Yeah.
yeah. I've had it. I've had it once or twice, so it was pretty good.
Oh, I'll try it. At least until I came out with the peanut milk.
Yeah, why haven't
Oh
they?
wow!
Shoot.
You know, I would buy
Probably
that.
because it's not a
yeah.
real nut.
If they made
Probably.
peanut milk, that would be all that's in my fridge.
Okay, at the same time, they're not going to make peanut milk because listen to how it sounds.
Hey, I'll drink some peanut milk. It's already bad enough that I have a fridge full of nut snacks that I got from Costco.
There's
Hey,
actually 2 boxes in there. Have you not
Well-
been eating them?
so like when Sam goes to work when she's going to the airport, or when she's
Yeah.
going to work, I'll tell her, because she's like, I don't know what to take with me to eat. Like, you can always take some of my nut snacks.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's great.
Really, it's
Salted.
yeah,
Right?
it's a cashew, berry, and some have the white American, the white cheddar or white
cheddar.
American,
No, it's white cheddar.
and the other ones have the sharp cheddar,
Or, yeah, the sharp cheddar.
and they're really good from Costco, and they're cheap, and
They're a good snack.
Yeah,
like
it's
they'll
good
fill
snack.
you. They'll fill you up, and they're good. But
so there's more in it than just nuts, but I would
his
still
favorite thing to do is call them nut snacks.
nut snack. Can you hand me a nut snack? That's how I say it too, nut snack.
It's better than them salted chocolate balls.
Right?
Wasn't there a song or something?
Yes, there is.
Sam
There
knows.
is a song. I used to watch
All right.
South Park all the time.
Well, I could sing that whole song,
I know you Yeah. So.
I can sing almost
So,
every
where-
song from South Park the movie.
Yeah, let's not. I think we're like way far
Sometimes
from
I
where we
think
were supposed to be. In all
When I
honesty,
look up real high. Yeah.
Michael,
How we roll.
I know.
Yeah.
All I
Okay.
can say, Sam, is just be grateful that this podcast isn't 1 hour longer than it is.
Chris
when
just
you-
did a
when you have to
3-hour one, yeah.
edit- When you gotta edit 2 hours and 42 minutes of a podcast,
Oh,
it
God.
fucking sucks.
Right?
On the upside, there's that. The Crossing Colorado one shouldn't be all that hard.
No, they're.
We do
See,
fairly
that's
well
the
at
nice
second
thing.
topic, so.
I was gonna say that's the nice thing about like the Crossing Colorado ones as opposed to your guys' Friday night one to edit. At least I just have to go through and be like, oh, that I could just cut this little portion out. I have to sit there and listen to the whole 2 hours to get it narrowed down. But the your guys is you're like on topic, way detour that doesn't need to be there, back on topic. So you gotta listen and be like, ah, shit, that's gotta go. Like, oh, that's gotta go.
We're gonna try to be on our best behavior on Friday though.
Oh, right.
At least until Megan leaves, then we just open it up.
Then you don't have to see it.
Okay, bye Megan. Fuck everything.
So we scare her away 27 minutes in.
Right.
She's pretty excited. I'm pretty excited too. So,
But we haven't started yet, so.
yeah. She asked me what she could do to prepare, and I was thinking maybe I should watch a show. Watch one
Yeah.
of the
I
watch one of
would've
the
told her that.
episodes.
I would have told her, yeah, maybe you should watch a podcast
Yeah.
or a little bit of a Monday night stream.
Probably.
Just to know, yeah.
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 It's not that kind of podcast.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do you need to do
in fact,
prepare? Nothing.
my-
Have a
my-
shot.
Yeah.
Michael
Get
emailed
yourself a
us, he's
cake.
like, okay, I've got 10 questions, and Chris is going to come up with 10 questions, and I'm like,
10? Oh, shit.
Now I'm on the spot. What the fuck?
oh, shit.
Well, like I said, I wanted to make
Oh.
sure. Well, I wanted to make sure that we had enough questions in case not everybody asked. Because I want to go me, Chris, audience. But if we don't get enough people asking questions, I want to make sure that we get as much information out of her as we can. God, it makes me sound like I'm trying to interrogate her. Let's tie her to
I
a
know.
chair and we'll whip her with a hose. How'd you start freelancing?
Oh, my God. Maybe she shouldn't listen to a podcast to prepare. Maybe that's
Right.
not the best idea.
So, my second answer is better. Do a shot.
Yeah. What can I do to
There you
prepare?
go.
Get yourself a cake and possibly a bottle of your favorite wine
Right?
and some whiskey.
All right.
Okay, real quick. Any more? I saw.
Let's see. What do we got for? Oh, okay. You haven't been drinking. Okay. I almost freaked out. So I'm
I
like,
told you I wasn't drinking. I haven't had anything to drink.
Am
I
I
didn't even
the-
drink any fucking water.
am I the only one drinking?
I haven't had a drink in like 2 weeks. That's probably contributed to
Oh.
helping me lose weight. I don't know. Maybe
And,
not.
and
It
that
didn't hurt.
that explains why the last few shows have been so much better.
Were
I,
they?
I love you, man, but when you start drinking that Tito's, or no, see that one night you were drinking that brandy,
One time.
No,
One
there's-
time.
One time.
and it'll be in there forever.
Immortalized. The drunk episode.
Yep.
The one where I got drunk and drank.
That's
Tito's
okay.
and milk.
Tito's and milk.
Last night's freaking episode, or last night's fucking live stream, I'm like sitting back there and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, she's like
fuck.
half
I'm,
asleep.
Like, fucked up last night.
Oh yeah, she was like her
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
were all bloodshot and
Yeah.
Like, I need to go to
last night was
bed.
rough
Like
for
no
me.
shit.
I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I'm done.
The hell you say? Yes, you do. Okay, so motivation. Anything else for self-talk and motivation?
Anything else to wrap this up?
I think we covered pretty much anything that motivates me. Like I'm pretty easy. I gamify everything and I focus on something cool that I want to accomplish.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, last night, Diana was saying, that she had struggled with how to get motivated, and like I don't know if we're like, oh, that's a good thing to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did we give any like actionable tips like how to get motivated when you're
Yeah.
not like?
Is she motivated now?
Did,
Is she
did
even
we
here
cover it?
anymore?
Is she here?
She's been pretty
She's
quiet.
been awfully quiet.
Everybody's been
She
quiet.
must have
Makes me,
left.
yeah.
She must have left.
I was gonna say everybody's been
Sorry.
kind of quiet, so I'm kind of worried.
Okay, maybe we're done.
No, I know we did talk about some things.
It's like a
just
train
the
wreck. You just
struggle
can't
of-
look away.
I don't. In all honesty, motivation's got to come from yourself. I mean, I don't know that I can necessarily have any real tips for somebody else to help them be motivated. Like, motivation's got to come from yourself. You have to want it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like everything in life. You have to want it. If you don't want it, then it's not going to happen.
Yep.
I mean, really, what started it one day is I took a look at myself and was like, holy shit, you are a cow. You are going to die. And I call myself a cow quite often. It's because I like cows. I like cows a lot.
I don't think that's why.
No, that's why.
Not why.
That's why I reference them a lot. Because
Oh,
I
you,
really do.
oh, you fat panda.
Yeah.
Panda bear.
I like cows too, with barbecue sauce and fries.
But and I'm like, I took a look at myself and I'm like, you're gonna fucking die. Like,
I almost did.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna die, and you can't move, and you can't. And I just got so fed up with myself. I could barely walk, like without, and I could walk. I mean, I've never been one of those people who are just too fat and have to ride the Walmart cart,
Or stand on an escalator.
I stand on an escalator because my knee's fucked up. Fuck off.
It's stairs. Walk up the fucking thing.
I can't walk up the stairs, which is why I take the fucking escalator.
I hate people that just fucking stand there. It's not a ride.
We know.
Nobody took your
But-
ticket.
I was like, God, I can't. And I'm watching my girls grow up, and I felt like that's what I was doing, is just watching them grow up. I wasn't an active participant in like anything to do with life, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Something has got to change, and every person I think has that point where they're like, this has got to stop. This has got to change. And until you have that moment, or that moment many, many times, because I've had that moment many times, you're not going to be motivated to do anything, I think.
Yeah.
That's my theory. So I don't know that I have
Mic drop.
motivation tips for anybody, because you have to want it within yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, it's like when people ask me, what's the best diet to do? My answer is, whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to be different. Oatmeal milk. Yeah,
Oatmeal.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Oatmeal milk, I bet would be awesome in
Oatmeal?
Milk.
Aside from the-
snack.
aside from the obvious of oatmeal, cream of wheat.
Yeah.
I like oatmeal though, so
Oh, my
yeah,
goodness.
I could eat that shit for days. Just like get the canister of it, the long, big, thick can.
Yeah,
Just kinda
Quaker Oats.
oh, fucking A. Yep,
It's
that's my
fun. I
shit
don't
now.
like cooked oatmeal, but I'll eat like Quaker Oats
Love.
with a little bit of milk.
Oh.
Just the raw oat.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
like
like
milk.
overnight.
I like it like that.
overnight oats or something.
Not even overnight. I'll like take
Oh, just-
a measure of raw oats and eat them with milk.
Do you know I like to
Okay.
But
make
I don't like cooked oatmeal.
I like to make my cream of wheat to where it's clumpy and thick, and so it's like hard.
So it's not cream. It's like
Yeah.
lump
Yeah.
of wheat.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we just scoop it. Well, I tell you, when I stir it up, that's all it is. It's gravel.
It's like cement. Back.
Okay.
Gravel
you
with
go.
Splenda and some not vegetables, but fruit. And remember, if you use the
Ugh.
fruit medley from Costco, you can turn it purple, so you have purple gravel.
Yes.
It's a good shit, I'm telling you.
Very low.
Uh-oh, my battery's low.
That's okay. We need to wrap it up.
All right, we're
All
not
right.
making any sense now. I think we're good. We covered all kinds of motivation, self-talk stuff. Thank you, everybody. I don't know. Is there anybody that has any questions that is
Comments, concerns.
here?
Right.
I think we answered pretty much everybody's dealies, right?
Yeah.
I was keeping pretty close to it.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
We established that going to the toilet does not count as a micro workout
Unless you do it quickly.
unless you go.
Michael,
What
did
I
you
missed?
answer Diana's question of what are some workouts or movements you think she would like?
I-
I think I cut you off.
Yeah, I think you cut me off, but I couldn't really think of anything that she'd like. I don't know, really. Yeah, because you were going off on the naked stuff, and then I kind of.
Because she talked about it.
And then-
I'm cutting
and
you
then-
off again. Go ahead.
Well, you started talking about the naked stuff, and that just sent me off on a different tangent. So, that's why I started
So
talking
what were
about
you gonna? What were you,
cooking naked.
before
No.
we finish? Before we finish, what were you gonna say?
Working movements. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure because it really depends on the type of person. Like, I like to play tennis. I like to play Virtual Smash or Avengers Battle for Earth on the Xbox. I like to go for walks. It really depends on the individual. Like, I can't tell you what you think you should like. You should do some things and find stuff that you like.
Yeah, I personally, like I said, I park further away when I go to any store.
Diana's
Any
back
store.
now.
Yeah.
She missed out. Oh, she missed a whole bunch of good shit.
Any store that I go to, I park out and walk it. Even when I don't want to, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, but there's a spot so close. I'm like,
No.
don't be lazy.
I give her shit if she starts looking at Rockstar parking. I'm like, yo,
Yep.
you're lazy ass. Why don't we just go park out there? We need the steps.
Exactly. And so it's just finding the little things that get you moving. Any kind of movement that's more than your everyday stuff. Anytime you can increase the movement you do during the day is beneficial. And I think that's a great way to get started is the little bits of movement. And the more you do the small steps, like you said before, they build on chain. Like it's a chain of
Yeah.
before you know it, you've increased your steps per day from 3,000 to 10 without doing anything major, just
Yeah. Well,
increasing little bits of
I stopped
changing your habits a little bit.
when I was back at my biggest. I used to get like ask the kids because my house was one of those dual levels, so we had an upstairs and downstairs, and my office would be at in the basement in the corner, and I'd have the kids go get me coffee. So everybody knew how to make my coffee when she was 5. So you just one Splenda, you stick it into. I have an automatic Hamilton Beach at the time. All you have to do is put the cup there, and it fills it up. And so she'd just bring it down to me. And when I got to my biggest, when I decided that I was done, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going to ask the kids to do shit for me. I'm going to do everything myself. And so I didn't ask for anything. I'm like, nope, I got the mail. I fed the dogs. I fed the cats. I'd go up and get my coffee. I would do everything for myself. I wouldn't ask, like, can you find me the remote? Nope, I found the remote. So, yeah, I stopped asking the kids for everything. And I actually burned quite a bit more just doing shit around the house.
Yeah. And again, changing the small habits. So not only did he cut down on how much coffee he was drinking, honestly, but
No, I didn't.
but he had to go up and down the stairs and actually get some more movement.
Oh yeah, I had to go up
Quite a bit, I mean.
flight of stairs up and down to get my coffee.
So that was again something small, but increased his movement so much.
Yeah.
That the biggest thing is to start small. Stupid little things. Get up and walk around when you're talking on, like if you're having a conversation on your cell phone instead of just sitting there. Get up and walk around.
Well, like right now, here's a good habit forming thing. I'm so used to walking around if I'm not sitting in my chair in my office that when I go out into the backyard and I take the dog out back and I have a cigar or whatever, I can't sit down on my patio furniture. I have to keep walking or pacing or standing in place and swaying. You can ask Sam. First thing Sam goes to is her fucking chair. I'm walking back and forth across the cement patio. I can't. If I sit down on my patio furniture, I feel like I'm being lazy. So I have to get up and walk around. That's how it got ingrained in my head that when I'm out back, that's what I do. I walk or I work on the garden or mess with my pumpkins or water the plants. So it's just habit.
One of the things I have started doing is if I'm not actually on my computer and I'm just sitting in here like playing on my phone or something, I sit on the ball and bounce on it. Because at least that's some kind of activity. So rather than just sit here stable in my chair while I'm playing on my phone or reading a book or doing something like that, I sit on the ball and bounce. And it's not a ton, but I mean it's a little bit of improvement.
Well, it's like the article I wrote with the stability ball, is that stability ball is the most used piece of furniture in my living room. If it's out in the open, anybody comes over, immediately sits
Everybody
on
uses it.
Everybody sits on it and starts bouncing almost automatically. It's like some kind of programmed thing in our brains where, hey, there's a giant ball. I must sit
and bounce.
and bounce. We are all have this primal Tigger thing going on. That's what it is. Everybody has a little bit of Tigger in them.
Yep. We all need to bounce.
I guess it's better than having a bit of poo in you, but everybody does have poo
gonna
in you anyway.
Everybody has a little bit of poo in them too.
For a moment of time, and then it comes out. You know what sucks is when it gets stuck in the window.
And that goes right to Dr. Diana Brain's comment.
Right?
Until it starts coming out, and then it gets stuck in the window. Don't ask. The visual I have right now is I've got a turtle head poking out.
Oh my god. Whatever. Anyway.
It's stuck in my bum like Winnie the fucking Pooh.
Sam, you need to end this.
Yes, I do.
Sorry.
Make it stop, Sam.
Okay.
Right?
I think we're about... Are we about done?
We are done.
All right.
We were just trying to say goodnight.
We're wrapping this up, people. It is 8:59. Thank you for watching. What are we? Fitness in theory. That's right.
Theory.
There we go.
Where we've collectively lost.
Theory tonight.
Yeah. In the past week, we have lost enough weight to replace my cat. Collectively.
Yes.
Which is pretty good, actually, because he's a fat fucking cat.
Yes, he is.
So, thank you very much to Neo Soul Rider for watching. Diana, thank you for stopping by. Anybody else who's stopping by and leaving
Listening
quickly. Because I keep seeing the numbers jump from 4 to 5 to 3.
Right.
What the fuck are these people talking about? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. This is definitely not... Like, YouTube asked me, is this child friendly? No. Absolutely not.
What are we talking about next week?
Next week, we have cheat days.
Oh.
How do we handle
Next
cheat
week
days?
we get cheat days?
I'm fucking hoping so. Hey, I'm down. Can we do that?
No.
Fuck you. To get my hopes up like that.
Michael, first you have to stick to the diet for a whole day before you can have a cheat day. Every fucking day has been a cheat day.
That's
right?
no.
Except no, you did hit.
The Saturday I did good, so I should have one to make up for that one day.
There you go. Well, no, you had 119 grams.
Yeah, you did have one.
Okay, so if you think about it, that's 119 plus 23. That's what 142 divided by 2 days. That's still 71. I'm still doing good.
It doesn't work that way.
Your math sucks. No, actually, no.
Actually, I was right.
You are doing good. You are doing good.
That's the thing, is you are.
All jokes aside, you're doing really good.
Compared to what I had before. Oh yeah.
We really are. We're proud of you.
Oh, I'm proud of me too.
You know what? What you're doing, it's working. Just keep doing it.
I think we're all doing good. We've all lost I think Sam was the lowest with 5, just over 5 pounds. What you said? And
No,
Chris
no, that was
just over
just
that.
last week. I'm at 11.6
Oh, okay.
since we started.
And Chris lost 14.
I'm at 11.
11.
Oh
okay.
wait, where am I at? Wait. Yeah, I'm
You
at
lost?
11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
So that's 5.5 a
We're
week.
all right
Yeah,
there.
we're
about
all
the
really,
same.
Yeah.
we're all really doing good. So
Yeah, we're
Oh, see, 2 cats, Mike. That's
Dude, we
actually
deserve a
worked
cheat
out.
yeah, there we go. It's fucking A. I'm with Chris. Cheat day tomorrow.
No, that would be a really bad idea because I'm going to be home in
Yeah.
Sterling tomorrow. And if I do a cheat day at home in Sterling tomorrow, then I'm not going back to doing good for another 3
I'm
weeks
having
of struggling.
waffles.
Waffles. You can have waffles. I have waffle
I have,
mix
yeah,
in there
we
that
have
you can
waffle mix. Yes. Do we have that
I'm
birch
not gonna
vendors?
do it. I'm not gonna do a cheat day because I want to take that weight back off that I gained.
Yeah.
That's
last
yeah.
week.
I'm
That's
doing a cheat day 'cause I'm
I
doing good.
I am doing great. I want to make this calendar. I want to add muscle mass. I want to be sexy. So
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm-
so next week
I
we're
want-
talking about cheat days.
I want to make
Cheat
my
days.
I want to make my ex wet and jealous that she left me. Actually, I left her.
Did you just say what I think you just said?
Not
Yes,
talking
you.
Did I hear that properly?
He's not talking about me. He's talking about his.
Yeah,
other
not
ex.
I
not
know,
Sam.
but still, it's just like,
Yes, but it's not
I don't
her.
care who
Dude,
the
she's
fuck
already
you're talking
about.
she's already obsessed with him. So realistically,
Yeah,
that's
she's
not
already
hard
wet for him.
to do.
Yeah. At 300 pounds, I could probably make her wet. Anyway,
Oh my god, Michael!
I told you this wasn't.
I
this is
told you that
not a-
second drink was not needed.
This is not a child-friendly channel. This is not safe for work. I'm sorry. We should put that on the very beginning. No
Good night,
safe
guys.
for work.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for
listening.
watching. We'll see you guys.
Thanks for coming. Bye, Neo.
next
Bye.
week.
Bye, Doc.
Yep.